This is the 310th episode of CloudFocus Weekly for the first week of September 2019. This episode is titled Summer of Us. CloudFocus Weekly is brought to you by Arkus, specializing in Salesforce implementations, consulting, custom development, and unicorns. Sprinkles?
Aliens?
Sure. Search for Arkus on the App Exchange and read what our clients have to say about us. That is Arkus, A-R-K-U-S. Otherwise, that's it. I'm your host, Jason Atwood, and joining me the co-host, Justin Edelstein, for 310 times in a row. I mean, we did just podcast literally last week when we finished up our GTD summer series, but it does somehow
hurting from winking so fast.
It seems like it seems like it's been a while since we podcast. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want some candy?
I
brought some candy in the room.
I just saw you brought a lot of candy, and that's the noise that candy makes on a table.
When you shake it or like touch it.
I actually went and listened to all of our episodes, our summer series.
Really?
Yeah.
Just after recording it just now, you went back and listened like right away?
No, last week I listened to all of them. I was on the road for a while, and so I listened to all of them because they had all been published because the summer started 3 months ago and is almost over. I guess Labor Day.
How'd they sound?
They sounded good. It is a little low, but you just turn it up a little and they sounded fine.
Does my genius come through the mic?
I did hear from some loyal listeners, both new and old, that while they really liked the content, there just wasn't enough banter.
Not enough banter?
Not enough banter.
So can we just do the This is the Banter episode?
We should.
No, like this one?
Oh, we should just banter the entire time?
Episode?
So they apparently really enjoyed the banter. And that one was
see us more often.
It was so informational that we didn't get a lot of banter in there, but it was good. It was they all sounded good. They were cohesive.
They make sense and everything.
They make sense. Yeah, that was fun. I actually have a list.
Stop put into them.
I already have a list for next year.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. But since we were just so specifically talking about GTD.
Let's take
all summer long.
Let's take a break from getting all the things done.
Let's not get anything done. But what was getting done all summer was the Arkus blog, by the way, which celebrated its 9th birthday. I don't know, anniversary, birthday, which way is that?
Birthday.
Birthday?
Birthday.
Blogs have birthdays?
Blogs have birthdays.
Okay.
Blog days.
Companies have anniversaries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Birthdays.
Whatever.
I like to think of them as birthdays.
Okay.
They're organisms.
So while we were gone, we did celebrate the 9-year-old blog.
What?
And not only that, a crap ton of blog posts were published.
When was the first blog post published? There's that air. Where's the Rungu? Oh, man.
The Rungu.
Right.
The Rungu.
Sorry about the sound.
It was published. It was by some blogger.
Who was it by?
Hassan Hatwood.
You wrote the first one?
Yeah,
what was it called?
7/26/2010.
7/26. Okay,
Yeah,
what was it called?
Using Google Wave for GTD Scrums and project management. Yeah.
Google Wave, GTD, Scrums, project management all made its way into the first blog post.
That's kind of true.
What was the second one?
Jeez, you had me go all the way back. I will say thank you, Plone, for being a really good system because I just clicked on it and boom. Oh.
What was the second one? This is fun.
Some blog posts don't stand the test of time. From pull to push, Cloud 2 changes everything.
Cloud 2?
What is Cloud 2?
Cloud 2? Well, that must have been a thing Salesforce called the Cloud like 9 years ago. Cloud 2.
Yep.
Are we in Cloud 3 now? Where are we? Which cloud are we in?
5th generation cloud.
Cloud 7?
Yeah.
Which industrial revolution are we, and which cloud does that align to?
So that was published 8/2/2010.
Who wrote that one?
That was you.
What? How do I find these?
Just go to the bottom.
Go to the bottom of what?
But then look, the third blog post was Google shows no vision by killing the wave. So quick.
Who wrote that one?
It me.
Then what's the next one?
Oh my God. Are we just going to do this for the next?
This is bad.
Then it was you. Secure communication and collaboration in the cloud with email.
Where's the partner that shall not be named? Like, what? When did he write something?
He didn't write one for a while. Literally,
What's up, partner?
We took over until, let's see, when did he actually? Oh, wait.
Go on, partner.
No, he got in there. He got in there in September. So it was after a couple months.
So they go to like Archive 2010. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, just go. No, you don't. Just down the bottom. There's the numbers, and you just go all the way at all the way at the end.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can go right at the end. You can see the first one.
Oh, here we are. Website launched. Oh, because I'm just in like the archive.
Yeah, you're in the archive. That's not what. If you just went to the blog.arkusinc.com, and then you just on the bottom, there's a numbers.
What?
And hit on 48, and it's the last one. Anyway.
What?
We weren't doing this. This wasn't going to be the podcast.
But now it is.
When is it now?
Soon. So what do I do? Go to the bottom, 48.
Man. Is banter including showing you how to use a computer? Is that banter?
Yeah, shush. All right. So no vision. Oh, secure communication collaboration in the cloud without email. Must have been talking about Chatter there.
Chatter versus Yammer.
Oh, then I wrote another one. Google strives to include everything productivity in Gmail. That's kind of coming true still.
9 years later, it's still coming true.
Connecting clouds to open source, Plone and Salesforce integration.
There you go.
13 features I'm excited about in Salesforce Winter 11 release. Let's just click into that one and see what I was excited about.
So excited about things.
Super excited about Chatter. It's finally beginning to feel like a close to finished product.
And
it's stated.
Now it's dead.
Chatter Central. Don't know what that is. This is fun. Email and Outlook activities. Attachments. You could attach things to your activity records.
So cool.
Subject lines, by the way, can be 255 characters as of Winter 11, not just 80.
Wow.
There's a new report builder with a drag and drop interface.
Okay, we gotta stop.
Come on, this is great.
No, this is
so much innovation.
This is not good podcasting.
So much innovation.
So as we were going to say, and we did it with the first 10 blog posts, we were just going to kind of do a little recap of what's on the blog.
I ruined this.
Yes, you did.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
I don't really mind
it's pretty much par for the course. 310 times in a row, you've ruined the podcast.
Yeah, I don't mind.
There's your banter, kids. There it is.
I don't really mind.
I'm bringing it for you.
I don't really mind ruining this for
So what I thought we would do as a new policy for CloudFocus whenever is that we would then, instead of digging into each blog post, because there are just too many of them, and honestly, then we wouldn't be able to talk about anything else, news, or there'd be no time for banter, we would just read off what they are and then tell you where to go get them. And if they spark your interest, then you go, you type into the Google or you type into arkusinc.com and you go find them and you can go look at them because they're big headlines, no ads. We are an ad-free, other than, for Arkus itself, but we are an ad-free blog post or blog. So that's what I was going to do. What do you think?
Do it.
Well, I was going to do with your help. We were going to go back and forth. I was going to read one. You're going to read the next one. See, there's two people on this podcast, and that's how it works. See, there's two people talk. Not one just gets grumpy and leaves. Oh, wait. No, that's you.
Yeah, I thought that's how it worked.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read off, because I know we covered Trailhead DX. I know we covered What's Hot in Summer 19. So I was going to go with the next one that we didn't cover because it came out just as we were at the summit.
All right, do it.
So Cassidy writes about what actors know that will help Salesforce admins. So kind of a cool take on bringing in actors, her acting, she was an actor, and how she uses that in sort of her daily project management here at Arkus.
It's a good one.
Okay.
I
See,
like
that's
it.
it. That's all we're going to do. No, we're not going to say good ones or not because they're all good.
They're all good.
They're all good. They're like our children.
This is a bad one.
We love them all.
Let me read this next one. It's terrible.
Okay.
All right. Actually, this is turning into quite a series.
Oof, yeah.
So Sam Safin is writing a lot about marketing automation and Pardot in particular. So this was one of the posts. I think she wrote 2 in what we'll be talking about. Sending and suppressing your message with target marketing automation.
Yeah. So
Sam's
just a hint
quite
for
a
you
bit.
who are on the blog, all our tags, and we do tag every blog post with 3 tags, but you'll see them at the top, and they're clickable. So you just click on the Pardot, you can then go and get all the Pardot stuff. And we have written a ton over the years. Pardot is obviously a big deal. We've written a lot about that. So like if you see Summer 19, you can click on that, or if you click on Idea Exchange. Next up, Ashley writes Summer 19 Ideas Delivered. So again, it's a little bit since we're already in winter. Maybe you don't want to go back to this. I like to go back once in a while and reread a release note, just especially when it's already out, because then you can go actually touch things. Like right now, we're going to go read Winter 20 soon.
Yeah.
But you know,
I already wrote my rapid reaction.
It's not
which
out
isn't
yet,
live.
so you can't touch it.
Well, you
Well,
can
that'll
get
be out
in a
next week.
pre-release if you want.
I don't do pre-releases. I like it when it's
Such
in
a
the org.
Prima donna.
I like waking up on a Saturday morning, just enabling features,
Yeah.
pissing you off so much.
You really, really know how to grind my gears.
I don't touch the org until it's turning on features.
Grind
Like, I make-
my gears. That came
I
from
make you
somewhere.
do all the org work until it's like time for me to just turn on features. I'm like, feature, turn it on. Yeah, that's so good.
break stuff. Whatever.
Have I broken anything?
Probably.
No, I've not.
Probably. All right. Next up. Oh, Cassidy wrote another one.
Cassidy.
In this time period. So Cassidy recapped the 2019 Texas Dreamin' event.
Awesome.
Cassidy attended and recapped the Texas-sized event of the year.
So you want to read that, go to blog.arkusinc.com.
Right on.
Then Mandy wrote, and again, tons of stuff. We do a lot in the nonprofit side, so choosing the best fundraising platform for Salesforce for nonprofit. This is the number one question that comes up all the time.
Yeah, let's
What-
keep on. Sorry, I was going to keep on that theme with the next post.
Oh, okay. But I was just saying, like, this is a good. It's. We've written about this. We've written about it. You can't have enough of this because people are always clamoring for this information. So go read that one.
So and following that up, Amy wrote, "What an online donation platform is doing for you."
There you go.
So different than, Salesforce itself as the management of the constituent. It's more like, what is the online portion? What does that do for me?
Right.
Check that out as well.
Then Haley wrote, which is actually, is it her birthday today?
It was yesterday.
Okay. It was a national holiday. It was a good
National
thing.
holiday
Happy
birthday.
belated. Haley writes, and this is a fun one because this is like one there's things that you don't know about until you do it. And I always warn people about moving off of orgs because of some of the things. My thing was when they're going to migrate from an org, I always say, you're going to lose something. You're not going to know what it is until it's gone. This is one of those things that you actually can not lose, but audit fields with your Salesforce data migration. So how to use the create audit fields permission to capture valuable insights when moving and migrating to a new org. Haley has done more than a few org migrations, so she's good at this. She knows.
And in comes Mario with another one of his admin tools versus coding series. In this case, we're talking about Salesforce automation and the mystery of the unread email.
It was the old grampy man down by the river. He did it. Oh, no.
It's a mystery.
Mystery almost solved.
Sometimes there are issues that defy the rules.
So I listen to a podcast that's it's an NFL podcast, and they're both writers and they're podcasters. And when he announces it, he goes, "Oh," and he'll say, "Chris Wessling wrote a banger," and that usually means like a big one. This is Mario writes the bangers,
Yeah,
because they're these large. You have to dig in when you're going to read lots of lots of stuff. Yeah,
really good stuff.
He really digs in on his. All right, next up, Berkeley, who's getting ready for the Bears season. I don't know why I'm doing little personal interludes for everybody.
Yeah, what's that?
It's not gonna scale well, is it?
No.
Just
we don't
stop
care about Berkeley and his Bears.
Oh wow.
I mean, we care about Berkeley, maybe not the Bears.
All right. Quick tips for managing memberships with NPSP using quick actions and workflows. So power of quick actions never can be untold or retold. Use them a lot. Quick actions. And scene.
Okay, good. Thanks. Hey, here's Sam again.
Hey,
on
Sam.
Executing a marketing strategy with Pardot.
Wow.
So
just straight up.
First, we talked about sending and suppressing your message. Now we're talking about executing an entire strategy.
Yeah. Again, if you were to go string together all the ones that Sam, Amy, who else has written some Pardot ones? Just those two?
I think so.
Not you or I.
I may have written one, maybe. Don't read that one. That one won't help you.
The smallest amount of information I know about Pardot in 3 sentences. Again, great. There's a whole bunch of them. If you just want to see them all together, and I've thought about doing this, maybe building pages that you could but I guess it just works. The search works. The search is very good on the site. Not for nothing. Plone, FTW. So, and then last, but certainly not least, because yours hasn't been published yet, is Crystal, who joined us out for, actually, all Arkies came out a couple weeks ago for our Pro Bono Day, which we do now on multiple coasts. So this was the 2019 Arkus East Coast Pro Bono Day. So if you would like to learn what that is and how the event went, you certainly can by reading this blog post. We recap every time we do one. I think she wrote the West Coast one too.
She did.
So there you go.
She was there. She was at both.
She was at both.
Yes.
She's flying across the country giving back. So a great event. We had it here in New York. We've done it, I don't know how many times.
5 years, I think, in New York.
Yeah.
It's been a lot in New York.
Yep. We should probably keep track of how many we do.
Yeah. I think we do.
I wish I had somebody who worked in marketing who could track these things.
There's a campaign for all of them.
I want something better than
I'm pretty sure there is a campaign for all of them.
Good.
Why wouldn't there be?
There should be. Maybe it works with Eventbrite.
Run a report. I mean, what do you want?
All right, I will.
What else do you want?
I just did.
What do you want someone to do for you?
Yes.
You want someone to just do all the things for you?
I'm going to delegate it, not defer it. Okay. So that catches us up on the blog.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Do you want to go back and just randomly go to one blog post that we haven't read and I'll hit 7. Let's see what's come back here.
Okay.
Salesforce launches the nonprofit cloud. No, it's just you could just go back. Anyway, we have a lot.
Should we do that?
We have a lot of writers.
I want to do that. Wait, I want my chance. Hold on.
Oh man,
I'm gonna hit.
The worst podcast ever.
I just want to hit a number. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. 45.
Okay.
All right.
What'd you get?
I got permission sets coming to a Salesforce org near you.
There you go.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. Dreamforce 17 recap.
Here's one by the partner that shall remain nameless. March Madness and the Downfall of Netflix, written in 2011.
That's a classic. All right, they weren't all good. Oh wait, here Ryan O or Ryan 1.0 talks about Lightning, which is his thing.
CloudForce, Apple announcements, and Charlie Sheen.
That's definitely not me. Oh man, some of these things just don't sit.
Charlie Sheen, why was he written about?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's give up on the blog. Bye-bye blog.
iPhone 4S worth the upgrade?
No, we didn't write that, did we?
Someone did.
Jeez. We maybe gotta do some pruning. Well, the good news is that all 9 years of blog posts are up there. All hundreds, right? It should be hundreds and hundreds.
Oh, someone was very anti-Netflix. Netflix quickly drops the ball.
That's not me.
No.
The partner again?
The same partner was very anti-Netflix in 2011.
Never mind. He's been a subscriber the entire time and has paid them hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
But apparently they're going out of business.
Barely anything. All right. What else we got?
Anytime soon. Hey, Dreamforce is coming.
Is it? Which one?
19.
Dreamforce 19.
It's coming. It's sold out.
That's crazy.
Dude, they sold it out. Like, which means they totally just stopped selling tickets. Like, it sold out in like 5 days.
What do you think the
happen.
strategy is for Dreamforce at this point? Do you think so? We have DX, right, which is definitely gotten bigger and bigger.
Definitely.
We have all the Dreamins. We have the World Tours, which are all out there. I feel like, and they keep raising the price of Dreamforce.
Very
Dreamforce
expensive.
is up there like it's $2,100.
Yeah,
it? Wasn't
$2,200.
Was it 2,200 or 19?
After the early bird, which sold out, like they just sold it out. They just sold it out so fast.
So what do you think? What do you think the?
What do I think? What?
I just have this feeling that there's an end to the growth of Dreamforce.
We're at the end of the growth.
It's it?
Yeah, it's just gonna be like the same size, if not smaller, in my opinion, and it'll just be more expensive.
More and more expensive.
Yeah, and that'll be that.
Do you think they'll ever do what they said they weren't going to do, which is split it off by basically kind of telling people, hey, if you go to DX,
I think they already
you don't
did that
need
too.
to go to this.
I think they would never say you don't need to go to any of their events. They would never say that. Remember, they are a sales and marketing company more than anything else.
Pretty much true.
So going to their events is very, very important to them. But they have already done that. They've already made it a point to make Trailhead DX a bigger event than it initially was planned on. I mean, it is its own thing now. It's taken over Moscone West. I imagine it'll outgrow that building soon.
I hope it doesn't, but
I think it will. I think
it
it'll
doesn't.
have to move to north-south, maybe.
That's the whole point of DX, is not to become
Well,
Dreamforce.
guess what? It's not going to come Dreamforce, but all these people that are coming into the ecosystem are not coming in as like salespeople or, you know, people who would necessarily go to Dreamforce, like executives, No, they're admins, developers, people who want the Trailhead DX content, not necessarily the Dreamforce content, which is different.
Yeah.
Totally different content.
I get this different content. I just think that there's a point of which there's a conference size that feels right, and I think DX is right there.
Sure.
And
but
any bigger, it won't feel right anymore.
Fine. Then Dreamforce has been feeling wrong for like years. Like,
Yeah.
very wrong.
Well,
for like 7 or 8 years. It's been just wrong.
Feels different.
It is different.
We go to DX, we come back, and we're like,
think
"Was
they're
this so cool,
different.
so small, and it's one place, and we could do everything, and it
They have
felt very
different
intimate."
different goals at Dreamforce. Dreamforce is about something a little different. It's not just about like, let's get you pumped about doing something cool on this platform. I think Dreamforce is a little bigger than that. It's more about Salesforce, the company whole, the big picture. Like, this is what we do. This is what we're about. Let us show you all of the things that we care about, all of our values. We're going to raise a whole lot of money here at this conference. We're going to do good in this world.
Yeah.
That's a goal of that conference, is to raise a certain amount of money and awareness towards things that Salesforce cares about. They do have more sessions at this thing than any other thing combined.
Good segue. Sessions have been dropping.
I saw.
2,700 is not. They used to get to like 3,500
Yeah.
sessions, maybe even to like 5,000.
They've already
sessions at one
announced,
point.
if you actually go in, you can see there's a couple hundred already there. Like, they must be all just Salesforce ones, like not selected from, because I haven't seen any selections go out yet. But yeah, it's an enormous conference. They have lots of they used to be called like birds of a feather. I don't know if they're still called that or not. But those are still out there, and they're still doing the certification track. They're doing all the things. They still have the concert. They still have the big speakers. That's the stuff that I don't think you're gonna get anywhere else. The big
That's true.
speaker.
Because the speakers at DX are much more about
They're Salesforce speakers.
Yes, right. They're Salesforce. They're more about the platform, and I like that. And Dreamforce is much more about, it's kind of showing off. It's like,
Yeah.
look who we can get.
Yes.
We can get
Hey, look, here's
3
the
or 4
president.
different presidents.
Yeah. Look,
Multiple.
here.
I guess I've only gotten one.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
They had nominees. Hillary.
Yes. They had vice president nominees.
Al Gore. They had Colin Powell.
Yeah.
And over the years, they've had like numerous really interesting speakers. And I think that they can go off in paths at Dreamforce. Like they've tried in the past, like the Tony Robbins stuff. Like this is Health and Wellness Day.
Right.
Let's just do a day about health and wellness, which is great. And they should. They just don't do it that well, is the point, I guess. Like if there was a day about like health and wellness, shouldn't the whole day just be about that? And not like, or you can go to your 3-hour hot on Marketing Cloud messages.
Well, of course. Well, it's just different stuff.
I guess.
It'll be interesting to go this year. This will be my 13th, so lucky 13. And
Guess that means it'll be my 12th.
That's right. And, but it'll be interesting because having gone to the summit that we went to that we've talked about this summer, like it was really just a changing the way I look at conferences.
Yeah.
Like, here's a conference done in a way that I've never seen and I still think about. We were having lunch today and you were referencing it today. Like it's changed even what you're going to do this fall. So like that's crazy. It'll be interesting to go and just sort of take a different look, a different perspective on it. It does make me want more of those.
Yeah, those are good. Man, those are so much better.
All right, so Dreamforce, try to register. I don't even know what code means. I mean, I guess
me neither. Talk to your account executive if you're a customer of Salesforce.
Sorry.
If you're a prospect of Salesforce, I guarantee you they'll get you there.
They'll want you there.
I'm sure. Just tell them you're making your decision at Dreamforce. Okay.
You haven't filled out this pick section, by the way, so I hope you're...
Oh, no, I didn't. I did do this other section. Do you want to do this little riff, or do you want to wait on this?
Sure. This is just Salesforce buying stuff over the summer.
They just bought a whole bunch of stuff recently, and I think when we last podcasted, we did mention the Tableau purchase.
I think we did, yes.
I think we did. And the Map Anything.
Map Anything, because we have an episode named, like, something anything.
Okay. So those were the two. And then more recently, they bought something called Click Software.
It's a very generic name.
Apparently, they're a big player in field service. So it led me to just think about, like, when was the last time that Salesforce actually built something? Like, built something good?
By themselves?
Yeah.
Straight up?
Straight up. Like, we're launching this thing and we built it.
Okay, let's think back. Like, what do you think?
Like, to me, field service and financial services cloud were the two that came to mind. But I'm sure that there were pieces of, at the very least, field service that were, like, something purchased.
Right.
I don't know about financial services cloud. But then again, they're weird. They're, like, managed packages.
Right.
That are part of the release cycle, but are still managed packages. Like, again, that's a little strange to me.
I think what they would say, if I'm putting on my Mark Benioff hat here, is they'd say, listen, we're not going to spend the time and energy to try to build massive new features like big things. We're going to buy those because we get all the benefits of buying. We get the people, we get the software, we get the real estate, right? And we're trying to grow at an enormous rate. And honestly, one of the hardest things they're trying to do is hire as many people as they can hire. So I think that's part of it. I think what they'll say is, but what we're doing, if you look at what we produce in terms of features and new features and things, they would probably say our move to Lightning was one of the biggest developments we've ever done. And we didn't buy it. We built it from scratch twice.
Right. Twice.
Twice. Sorry. Maybe 3 times.
Maybe actually 3 times.
Yes. There might be 3 different builds. But they would say that's what we've been doing, and that's the core and the platform, and we're always going to spend our money more on the platform and building out the platform features. We can buy these things, and whether they work out or not, work.com, data.com, like do.com, like nope, or they do. I forget the original company, the French company they bought that became Knowledge. Instranet, right. So, like, there's something, like, we don't talk about that anymore. Knowledge is a core to the platform, as core can be.
Although it literally just got there.
I know.
But that was years.
I know.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years?
This
10
is
maybe?
why. This is why any client comes to me
But
and
like
says,
the marketing cloud. It's the same thing.
yeah.
Like, it still doesn't really feel like it's the same.
Because has it been 6, 7 years? No,
Yeah,
it's been 3.
It's been,
no, it's been 3, 4.
It's been a while.
Look it up. It's not as many years as you think.
It definitely is.
Look at where Pardot is. Pardot's a great example. Pardot has gone from something completely external with a third-party package to get it to work to now where it's getting much more tightly integrated, and that campaigns now need to be built in Salesforce, and they sell the licensing. Like Pardot is two steps away from just being absolutely a part of Salesforce. So yeah, I think that's that's the strategy. So it's not that they say, oh, we're not doing it, but that's our strategy. We're going to put our development money into the platform. We're going to buy the features on the outside. Big features we buy, platform we build, because you can't build the platform. Because you can't buy the platform, which I think is probably a smart move.
6 years ago.
6 years. Marketing Cloud.
June 4th, 2013.
Great. Yeah. Pardot's come a long way.
In
Marketing
6
Cloud
years,
hasn't.
it's been
Yeah.
great. That's good.
But Marketing Cloud hasn't.
Good job, guys. It just seems weird, you know?
No,
it's like back. Like,
where's Social Studio, by the way? Where's that
still
thing?
a thing?
Radiant
I guess.
6?
But like Einstein, no. Like the AI stuff, no. They bought like 12 AI companies.
Yeah.
And it's still like maybe a thing,
They
maybe
definitely
not.
came up with the character themselves, though.
Sure.
They branded it themselves.
They made up that guy named Einstein.
Sure they did.
Analytics, so great. They had to go buy another one for $15 billion, which was, oh, by the way, that was also an acquisition too. Wave Analytics,
Yep.
otherwise known as Einstein Analytics. Now we got Tableau in the mix.
Well, Tableau is not in the mix. It's a product that
The product that they purchased for $15 billion.
which won't be, just like Marketing Cloud isn't in the mix. It's in the mix, but it's not in the mix.
Integration, MuleSoft,
That's another 2 years away.
chat, messaging.
They killed most of it. They had the screen sharing that they were going to do, killed. The chat stuff, they killed. Chatter, which was supposed to be on top of that, Chatter's basically being pushed down the stack.
Well, you can kill chat. Chat? Like live message?
No, the internal chat. Remember the...
Oh, that thing. No, forget. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking
remember-
about like service.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the thing that they actually had internal.
Oh, yeah, that died.
That feature that we used to be able to chat with inside of Salesforce.
Yeah, that died very, very fast death.
Yes.
Wasn't even slow at all. Anyway, just to like point it out, they buy a lot of things. The innovation is
But again,
there.
it's the platform. The innovation, it's the platform. I think that's the argument works.
It takes a long time to like get the things onto the platform.
They've also been this is where Lightning and the changing of their platform, which is, I think if you were to write the book of Salesforce, this would be one of the biggest changes they've ever done as a platform. Like, this has been harder and longer than they thought it was going to take. It's harder to get the adoption than I bet if they had their tables of when they'd get adoption. They are falling.
Oh, by the way.
Yes.
Speaking of
Can't wait for
adoption.
This great thing.
Going like this.
Yes.
Well, Winter 20's coming, people.
Yes. We're going to talk about it next episode.
Which we'll talk about. But
Whenever.
the crucial update is being turned on.
Which is what?
Or the critical update, I should say. Lightning. It's being turned on. Your users will land there once a week, whether you like it or not.
Oh, is that the we're going to boot them once a week just as a tester? That
Oh,
feature?
it's being turned on, and they're being booted over there once a week, whether you care or not. Sorry, they're going to go over here. Sorry, you have no control over what they do on the software that they're using. Sorry. That's a rough one. That's a tough pill to swallow.
They're gonna hear about it, and I've seen, just like when they were going to charge for Analytics Edition, they might reverse course.
I'm sure they will. Some big company's going to be
I'm
like,
sure
how dare you?
I'm sure there's a workaround. I'm sure there's a time period you can go in and click a button that says no. And that button will be available between this period and this period. And if you're a company that owns more than 10,000 licenses, we'll click the button for you
Oh, boy.
that says no. We're not going to do that.
Boy.
No, the adoption. we all just be clear. The adoption of Lightning has been brutal for them. It's been brutal. It has not been where they thought it was going to be. It was brutal 2 years ago when they talked to us. It's still brutal.
We also have been invited to a couple of these events that they're throwing in the towers, like these Lightning Now events, where they invite customers who are transitioning, and they've asked us as MVPs to come and talk about it and like help, and done some one-on-one sessions with people.
I really need some help.
Really?
Oh God! I just sang like.
You sort of started singing.
I know, but that would be terrible if they would get caught in some sort of algorithm.
I don't think so. You're not that good a singer. They wouldn't know what you were singing.
What? That was so the Beatles. I will say, I bet you that
I'm playing with my.
They are having one of the hardest times with Lightning and the adoption of Lightning, and it is probably one of the bigger things they've ever had to go through from a user switch. And from a development effort, having to support all these different sizes, and all these different, not even sides, like UIs. Fine, UIs are one thing, but it's then the platform and the stuff below the UIs that they have to keep supporting, and they have to support them backwards. So this is where you get into the cloud computing. Oh, we don't have any backward compatibility, and everybody's on the same version. Guess what, kids? You're not on the same version. If you're in Lightning and you're in Classic, you're actually not on the same version. This is actually getting someone to go from SAP 9 to SAP 10. We don't want to talk about it that way. We don't say Classic is V9 and Lightning is V10, but that's exactly what it is. And they want everybody off of V9 because they don't want to support it anymore because it costs billions of dollars to do so. So get on to Lightning, kids. It's pretty good. And in the next release, they're going to kill off, I think, 2 of the major things that we'll talk about next episode. But there's 2 things that have been, one I know is coming in the next release. There's 2 more that I talked to the product team. I got on a call with this crazy number of product managers and give them my list of things. There's a couple that they really need to do. But anyway, all right, let's make your pick. Do you have it yet?
Sure.
Okay, you got to write it here in the little thing.
I have to write it there?
Yeah, that's what you got to do. That's how it works.
Crap. Okay.
Yeah, that's really how it works.
Do I have to do this now? Can I do it later? All right, I'm making my pick. It's called GOAT.
GOAT, greatest of all time?
That's probably what it stands for. It's all caps. It's a mobile app.
Okay.
It's a little marketplace for sneakers. You can find sneakers you couldn't otherwise buy. You can sell sneakers. They've got a little calendar of when sneakers are dropping. Little spot to get some kicks. I needed to buy a pair of sneakers that fit a specific style.
Are we going to talk about your addiction at this point?
No. I needed to buy a pair of sneakers that fit a very particular style.
Hi, my name is Justin. And I'm addicted to sneakers.
I knew they existed.
Hello, Justin.
I knew they existed. I had seen them. I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to get them anywhere else.
Oh, man.
So I went on GOAT, and I was able to get them.
So my pick is Boat. It's all about where to find yachts and where to find cool yachts. And when you want to get a new yacht, you go to Boat. No. Are you done with your pick?
Yeah.
This is definitely the worst pick ever.
That's a great pick. Sorry, worst pick ever has been still Spring 11.
Which one? Is it 11?
Spring 12. I don't know.
No, Spring 12 was the one
Spring 14
crapped itself.
Spring
I'm going to pick
22.
something that if you don't know about, it's kind of been living on the far side of the moon. But we have the Apple announcements coming up next week. But just going to kind of talk to, sort of picking it, but because it is a zero cost thing. But I think it's interesting and where Apple's going with stuff. So one of the things that people have been saying for years is Apple's going to run out of ways of making money because they're not going to be able to sell enough hardware, right? There's no more phones to be sold. People aren't going to buy them every year. And really the innovation around the phone is kind of wavering, which is true, right? I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, I don't know why everybody gets excited about the new phone with a better camera, but apparently some people do, but it's not enough people because people keep their phones, and it's like, hey, it works and whatever. So Apple's getting into services. And one of the things they announced, they have Apple TV, the Apple TV Plus, they have the arcade, they have all this stuff. They've landed some big, we'll talk about that when it comes out in the fall. I mean, Apple TV Plus, I'm sure we'll be watching some of the shows. We could do a whole new streaming episode, which I know one listener would really love. But I thought it was stunning. They got into credit cards, and they built this thing called the Apple Card. It released a couple weeks ago, and I will tell you from a user experience, I've now had it, used it, had a problem with it, had to get support on it. I think they're going to win. Like, because from a just usability standpoint, going into your phone, clicking 3 buttons, having this thing show up and having them just be like, here's our thing. There's no fees on anything. It's all transparent. We're going to show you everything you want. We're going to show you when you pay it. We're going to show you how much interest you're going to pay. We're going to allow you to do it all from your phone. It's all paperless. There's no, it's just like it's like if you actually went to go invent a credit card now, you'd like, well, how would you do it? Well, I'd want it to be 100% private. I want it to be to connect to my phone. I wouldn't want to have a number on it that could be stolen in an airport, right? I want it to be secure. It's like, and this thing is all these things. So you can actually get a physical card. It doesn't have a number on it. It's titanium. It's crazy. It's a little heavy, actually. It's my complaint. It's like, I don't want to take that with me. The app on the phone is really good. It gives you all sorts of information. It does geolocating. It does some really nice, just quick reporting, stuff that you would normally get in like Quicken, right? But like it just does it easily and quickly and nicely and without a lot of like even advertising. Most of these banking things, you open up their banking sites and their card, and they start to advise to you, sign up for this, sign up for that, sign up for this. And you're like,
right away. It's like, get out of my face.
It's built right into the wallet, so it doesn't even need its own app. It's just built into the wallet. I would tell you, again, I'm not a millennial, but sometimes I am. I know you are a millennial, and it burns your tuchus.
Doesn't really burn anything.
Because you're a millennial, it doesn't really affect you. Whatever. Anyway,
I don't care. Shut up.
For those, I think for those who want a better way of managing things like your finances, I think it's going to be really great because it can show you your monthly activity, your daily, and does crazy things like cash back is daily. So the day after you make a purchase, it just automatically swings your cash back into your Apple Card or your Apple Cash or Apple Pay. Apple Cash.
What's it called?
It's called Apple
Apple
Cash.
what then?
It's a lot of Apple stuff. I don't know. I think it's really great. I could see a whole generation of people just loving this. This is kind of like the way credit cards should be, and they're going to really enjoy that this credit card is so simple, so easy, and just not hidden with a lot of stuff like the fees and all that. It's very, very, very upfront and transparent. So I could see them being completely winning on this. So Apple Card, give it a shot. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't go take out a credit card if you can't afford one and blah, 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 blah. But if you can, and you're looking for a good credit card, I think the rates are reasonable. You should pay off your credit card every month if you can. But it's interesting. It's really interesting. And in that you can do it on all these iPhones, that there's, 1 billion of them out there. Like I could see them making a small mint from this. Anyway, so that's it. Look at that, a regular episode. It's been so long. So remember to follow us on Twitter, Just Edelstein, Jason M. Atwood, and the Arkus Inc. We're in all the groups. We're in the Success Trailblazer community. We're in the Power of Us Hub. We have groups in there if you want to follow us in there. We also have a LinkedIn channel or a page. You can follow us there. We're in all the places. We're in iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. We're in TuneIn. We're also in SoundCloud now. Yeah, we're in SoundCloud.
So many places.
Why are we not in everywhere?
Don't know.
So we'll be back whenever, weekly, in a couple weeks, and we're probably going over Winter 20 and some of the Apple announcements that happen next week. But until then, it's Justin and Jason saying enjoy those cloudy